Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Terry Haddad, Vice President of Community Initiatives at Community Services for Children. Welcome to the Parent Project Podcast. This work stems from our vision for an engaged community where every child thrives and every family succeeds. CSC has been serving families for over 50 years, and we know that parenting can be hard. We're inviting local doctors, teachers, counselors, social workers, and other experts to provide perspectives to help parents maneuver the sometimes challenging role of parenting. Joining us today is Erin Barron.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here, Erin. To tell you a little bit about Erin, she's been a nurse for 20 years, working exclusively in inpatient, outpatient specialty, and emergency pediatrics. You want to talk about vaccinations and the importance of that?
Vaccinations are a large part of what I do with the Health Bureau, and if millions of childhood deaths could be prevented in the next 10 years if we vaccinate all kids based on the CDC schedule. So it's really important that as an infant, babies get first vaccine in the hospital, their hepatitis B, and then there's a schedule to follow from there on out. People have a lot of concerns about vaccines, but studies have proven over and over again that vaccines are safe, that the schedule we give them on is absolutely safe, and that they really are the number one way to prevent illness in children, starting from, like I said, the first day of birth and really all the way up through the lifespan. So a lot of folks are concerned that they feel like there's a lot of vaccines for kids. And there are. There are a lot of vaccines for kids. But there's a reason we give those vaccines, and there's a reason we don't see some of these diseases like polio, like diphtheria, because we've been vaccinating children for years and years, and we've just basically gotten rid of all of these illnesses that kids get. I know that folks are also concerned about some of the more seasonal vaccines like the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine. But again, studies have shown that these are safe and they prevent severe illness in children and they prevent death in children. Very, very serious illness can occur with something as simple as chickenpox in a child. It can cause major illnesses, pneumonia, meningitis, and getting two vaccines, one at the age of 1 and one at the age of 4, can prevent that from happening. The other reason it's important to vaccinate your children is because other kids might not be able to be vaccinated for a medical reason. So the more folks that are vaccinated around them protect that child or that person from getting some of these illnesses and protect their health as well. So while vaccines tend to be a very hot button issue for a lot of folks, they really are, a wonderful advancement in medicine and really are a great way to protect everybody by getting all your vaccines on your schedule.
And how do I know if my child is up to date? Would their pediatrician know that? Do I keep a record? Does the school know?
The pediatrician should know. It's always great for a parent to have a record of the vaccines as well. So I would say that for school, there are vaccines that are required by the state to enter school at kindergarten. And then throughout school, there's more vaccines. By 7th grade, a kid has to have a certain number of vaccines, and then by their senior year, another set of vaccines. So keeping up with well exams for your vaccines is certainly the best way to make sure that your child is up to date, and the school does have copies of those vaccine records as well. So that would be the best way. Often, some of the networks have an online portal. All the vaccines should be readily available in the online portal. It's made life very easy. Parents can just print out their child's vaccine record to have it on hand. Having your vaccines up to date really does make a difference if a child gets sick. Because if we know that a child has had all of their vaccines, we know that there's certain things that we can rule out because they've been vaccinated against them. So while vaccines aren't 100% and nothing in life is guaranteed, they really are the top preventative measure to keeping kids well.
Well, thank you, Erin. And at the Health Bureau, if people have questions about vaccines, are there people there to help them?
Absolutely. So at the Allentown Health Bureau, we do have 2 vaccine clinics, one for the children in Allentown who are uninsured or underinsured. And then we also have adult vaccines for unvaccinated adults. We also can vaccinate anybody from anywhere, insurance or not, with flu and COVID vaccine as well. So we have those. They certainly can always call. A parent can call the Health Bureau if they have questions about their vaccine record or about what a child needs. Each year, we spend quite a bit of time making sure that kids within our school district get up to date with vaccinations. We actually have a nurse who's sort of dedicated to that portion and making sure our kids are safe and healthy in schools. But somebody can certainly call. I know some of the other local health bureaus also have vaccine clinics if they're in a different jurisdiction. That can certainly help them. Both the health networks also have clinics that can see kids and that can see kids based on, whatever insurance they have and make sure kids stay up to date.
Well, thank you, Erin. And it sounds like the Health Bureau has a lot of services available to help parents. Is there anything else you want to mention?
So the Health Bureau has a really robust maternal child health program. So we can start seeing pregnant moms as early as they know they're pregnant if they're a city resident. And we do have either a nurse or a medical assistant or community health specialist go out, meet with mom every month, talk about different aspects of pregnancy from activity, nutrition, getting enough rest, and work with mom straight up through getting mom ready for delivery. And then we will see baby as a newborn, just to, check in with mom and be supportive. While it doesn't replace certainly your regular OB visits, it's nice to have the support there and have another person to talk with about the pregnancy. So we do have that available. If we haven't seen mom in pregnancy, we certainly can still see baby once baby is born. And we do get referrals from our local health networks so that we can go out and help moms. We do have that lactation counselor option as well. So if mom is struggling with breastfeeding, we certainly can try to help with that. And then they do have contacts for lactation consultants, which is a bit more advanced if mom is really struggling.
Well, that's just wonderful, especially for new mothers. Their first baby is quite a surprise, isn't it?
Absolutely is. And it's nice to have my staff has a lot of experience in these visits being moms, and they really are helpful and supportive. And it's sometimes just nice for a mom to have somebody to just talk to about what's going on. We do screen during the visits and make sure moms are feeling okay, that they don't need any further help. And we can keep in touch with mom as long as they need us to. We don't have scheduled visits generally after the newborn visit, but we do keep in touch with quite a few of our moms. They really make, get a strong rapport with our staff, which is wonderful. And then often we'll call back and say, I'm having another one. Can you come back out? We do have a staff member who's been there, who's now seeing the grandchildren of some of the people because she's been doing it so long. And they really love the staff and the staff loves doing it.
Well, that's really, really wonderful. What is the name of that program?
Maternal Child Health.
Maternal Child Health. Okay. Well, for more information, please visit the Health Bureau and Community Services for Children. So thank you so much, Erin, for being here today, for all of your parenting tips, all of your expertise. And the listeners can't see you, but I can see how much you care about moms and children. So it's been a great pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for listening. To learn more about the Parenting Project podcast, Project Child, or Community Services for Children, please visit cscinc.org.